Hey everybody, it's Jay Godí. I'm out here once again doing the filming stuff by myself, being cute, being lovely, having the best time. um, I wanted to break down my song and talk about it. That's one of my favorite topics right now because I'm very proud of this song. So I'm gonna talk about it as much as I can, and I have my own platform. I can do this for myself. So if you can do it, why not? So I'm gonna talk about it as much as I can. So how this song began was I was talking to this guy that I really liked, and he was flirting with me, and I was like, okay, this is unexpected. I kind of been having a crush on you for a minute, so it made my day, made me light up, and I was like, I like it when you say my name. I like it when you talk big game because he was he always talked very highly of himself, and I love that. That's a turn on for me. Listen, if you're my man and you're out there, biggest ways to get to me is to talk highly of yourself, love on yourself, and show yourself the love that we all deserve. Because a lot of people talk down on themselves, and I have learned that I cannot date somebody that talks low on themselves or just belittles themselves, because eventually what ends up happening is I end up making myself small because I want to lift them up and make sure that they're okay, and then I end up in that situation, and then they look down on me. That's what's crazy. Then they switch up and look down on you after you reach their level because they're like, well, I don't like you anymore because you are less than me. And it's like, actually, I'm not, but you're about to find out. So yeah, that was how it began. I was talking to this guy. He's so fine. And I was like, okay, cute. I like that he's flirting. He's reaching out. But it kind of felt like breadcrumbs. And to be honest, I am not a fan of breadcrumbs. Bitch, I'm hungry. I want the whole meal. I don't play around with that. So I was like, okay, cool. That's how it's going to be. Noted. Got it. Put that on the lyrics. And then he kept trying. And I was like, okay, I really don't know what you want, man. I need you to step it up. Boss up now. Because we're not in the shade rooms, baby. Stop hiding. That was basically me telling him, like, hey, bro, I'm ready when you're ready. Like, I'm not playing games. I'll eat you up. Spread open, baby. This song, originally, when it started, it was very nasty. I wrote it at the Hollywood Bowl. It was right before the fireworks happened. I'm on my break, and I'm writing all these lyrics, and they were just coming at me so quick, and I'm like, oh, yes, baby. And maybe because it was so nasty, and I was thinking of this guy. Listen, Bro, if you're seeing this, thank you. Obviously, he doesn't know the song is about him, and he probably never will, because I did change some of the lyrics that gave a reference to his name. We're not going to get into that, because I'm not telling you. And I'll tell you why later, why I'm not telling. So I'm backstage, and I'm writing these lyrics, and then they had to close down the whole bowl when they do the fireworks, so we can't be in a certain area. I went all the way to the parking lot in the back so I could see the fireworks. Watch the magical explosions, because I personally believe it's way more beautiful from behind. But I was back there, I was writing my lyrics, and it just kept coming in so quick, and I missed the beginning part of the fireworks because I was just so in the moment, and when you're in the moment, you don't want to get out, especially when you're a songwriter. It's hard to get out of there, and if you get out of there, you lose that. So I was focused, baby. I was back there, the fireworks were going off, and then I just look up, and I see the fireworks and those nasty lyrics that I originally had at the end. I'm like, you know what would be more magical and more beautiful? Have a night at the pool singing songs that I wrote ya. That sounds more beautiful to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take out these nasty lyrics. I don't even remember what the nasty lyrics were, but I was like, whatever. It's fine. I got this. It's cute. Changed it, and then that also made me change the end of the song, because originally the end of the song was gonna end up with me going yeah, something like that. I don't remember. Like I said, once that idea came in my head, it went out the window. It was out. I did erase the lyrics. I erased the voice note just in case I went back and forth, because sometimes I second guess myself when I'm writing, and I go back to shit that I don't need to be going back to. Just like relationships. No, but yeah, I was like, I need to change that up. So the end of the song became the hook again. So it was beautiful. And then my production skills come into play because I'm also a vocal engineer. I came up with the idea to just end the song with just my voice, so it feels more intimate and more personal. Like I'm whispering in his ears, kind of telling him the future, like, then have a night at the pool singing songs that I wrote you. Just kind of sprinkle, like a little sprinkle of like Like you're breathing into his like neck, and you're just like, let me stop playing. I'm happy that it ended the way it did because, like, with both versions, with the Spanish version and the English version, it just worked out so perfectly. The only thing that I didn't realize when I was going into the studio was anytime I made any changes, like lyrics or anything, especially where there's harmonies involved, I had to re record everything. That was rough. But we pushed through, baby. Yeah, I was like, okay. I'm glad I changed the lyric because I think it sounds better now. Also, even the way that I sing it sounds clearer versus before it was a little bit rough. But no, I went to the studio like 4 times to re-record a lot of the vocals. I tried to record it at home, but I realized the microphone that I was using was different than the microphone that was in the studio, and that does make a big difference. So if you're an artist and you don't know this, because I just found this out, the microphone that you record with has to be consistent throughout your vocals. If you're doing main vocals, backgrounds, it's fine. Change it up, have fun with it. But with the main vocals, yeah, it's you can hear the difference. And I could not stop hearing it. So I'm like, okay, let me just go into the studio again, which is fine. Honestly, I'm grateful that I am my own engineer and that I do all my own stuff, because when I do that, it saves me a lot of money, especially now that I have to budget with all the recordings and stuff. But I will say I am looking forward to having an engineer so that I can just focus on the vocals and focus on everything else. Because it is a lot of work going back and forth between the computer and the recording booth and trying to get everything together. It is a lot. But I manage in both languages, mind you. So I'm grateful because I get to do this myself. So when I do get an engineer, it'll be a lot easier for me to just focus on the music and get everything done even quicker than I already do. I probably could knock out a song in 15 minutes if I didn't have to do it myself. But an hour is all I need for now. For now, baby. Musically, my inspirations for this song were Beyonce's Blow, Shakira's La Tortura, and Beyonce's Check Up On It. Oh, boy, you're looking like you like what you see. Would you come over and check up on it? I'm gonna let you work up on it. Baby. Come and check up on it. That was my inspiration. You'll notice some of the lyrics being sprinkled in there because, you like to give my girl some props. And if I need to give her credit for it, I will, because I love her. I love Beyonce. Giselle knows Carter. When I was listening to Blow, where the humming, where she was like, I put that in the song, not her vocals. I used my own, of course. So I'm in the studio making all these moaning noises. I'm pretty sure the people in the camera were like watching me like, what the fuck is he doing? For La Tortura, it was just like her tone of voice, especially when I was doing the Spanish version. I was very focused on being intentional of how I'm singing the song and having personality in it. So going back and forth helped a lot, because then this way, if I like the way I sang it in Spanish with the tonality, then I will do it in the English version, because my thing is consistency. It has to be the same for both. Although people have been telling me they like the Spanish version better than the English version because they like the way my voice sounds in Spanish, but it's okay. I like both, baby. Si me gusta. Yeah, but I love the song. I could talk about it for hours. I'm keeping this one short because I am just making different videos. Just why not? Why not? I have the skill to be able to do it myself. Why not do it? So if you're out there and you're trying to push content out and you're trying to follow your dreams, honestly, just get up and do it. Find a way. Like, this was spontaneous. I'll tell you the story on how this video even happened today. So I was working yesterday and I was working at Descanso Gardens, and I took the reading machine. I took the reader machine home with me. I woke up in the morning and I'm like looking at my bag and I see this white thing. I was like, what is that? Why is that in my bag? And I was like, oh crap. Now I have to drive all the way back from Culver City straight to Descanso Gardens. And I did. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm out here. It's beautiful. Let's just film something real quick, talk about my song, break it down. And I did. But anyways, if you love great music and you want to support LGBT artists, check out my song, Si Me Gusta. It's out now on all streaming platforms. I'm very proud of it. And if you want the English version, there's an English version as well. It's called Yes, I Love It, Si Me Gusta. Okay? Thank you so much for your support. And I'm just extremely grateful that I get to do this. And I'm grateful that I get to be out here in this beautiful rock, in this beautiful weather. Well, this gloomy weather, but I make it beautiful because I am the light, baby.
Sale el sol con la brisa, con su linda luz brillando sobre mí. Me ves aquí porque no me revisas. Yo te quiero en serio y no tengo prisa. Veo que me ves sin movimiento. Si puedes venir, no te hagas el lento. Me gustas tú porque te ves muy lindo y te mando amor de mi sección, cariño.